Started? Yeah, but it's loaded.
How you doing? How you doing? All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to turn and face the east. We're going to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakadash. Give honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out here teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children that's learning. Bible should never doubt the house of David. Right, this is Men of Valor, Las Vegas camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. All right. Salakia with another camp day. Hey, early in the week, got a brother going out of town. Be out for a couple of weeks, but nevertheless, Abaratza to the will and power of Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Brother gets out there and handles his business and does what he has to do, and hey, and continues to push the word. I think he's going to go see a brother out in Sac. All right, but hey, yeah, all praises to Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. All right, hey, for the brotherhood and the fellowship and of the brotherhood. All right, that we are able to lean upon one another, not only in our not only in our time of need, all right, but in our time of fellowship, all right, and just to lean upon a brother to go out and fellowship and have that body of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, never being without, okay, but you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Central Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back to the nation of Israel, all right, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian. No matter if you look like the other nations, but if your father's line goes back, you are of the children of Israel. All right. And salvation belongeth unto you. All right. One third of the nation of Israel will receive salvation on this side. All right. Hey, for rehearsing and practicing the righteous acts, uh, for believing upon the testimony of Yahweh Shemi Shai, believing in the true name of Yahweh Shemi Shai, Yahweh meaning he is, he to be, he exists. All right, Bahashem in the name, Yahweh Shai meaning he delivers, he saves, he's salvation. Bahashem again in the name, okay, Radash, Holy Spirit or Spirit Holy. All right, and this is the names that Israel must be saved by. But two-thirds of the nation of Israel will not take heed to those names nor the testimony, all right, that is written in this book for you. All right, the King James 16 and 11, which has the Apocrypha in it. All right, the original text of King James as it was written. All right, so if you don't have a 16 and 11, you only have the Old Testament and New Testament. Go and pick you up an Apocrypha before they're taken off the shelves. Okay, because we are coming into that time where they're trying to outlaw the Bible. Okay,
Taking them off your hotel. Usually, when you go to your hotel, you open the drawer, see the word.
Right. Taken out of your hotels, taken out of your schools. All right, because once upon a time you can find the Bible in your school library or even in the public library. All right, but these things are coming to an end. Why? Because Yahweh Shemi Shai is wrapping up the time. Okay, this is the end of this queen. All right, and a few more prophecies as Apostle Torah has deemed this year. Hey, the year that all prophecy, Abaratza, that is fulfilled. Okay, and we are seeing prophecies continue to speak loud and clear. The MOTB is no longer spoke about. The MOTB is spoken about, and it's here. All right, they're pushing it in your face. It's only a matter of time, a matter of moments, all right, before they mandate this thing. Okay, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and you speckled birds first and foremost. All right, even though he will try to put the whole world in submission, all right, through his technocracy. Okay, you're still his number one enemy. Okay, but with that, we're gonna go let the spirit take it, and whatever brother pulls something first, that's where we're gonna be on.
This is
Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted.
it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction.
Right. Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai said, arise ye and depart. This is not your rest. All right, this place of your captivity, this land of your captivity. All right, this place, that has not taught you anything about how to be a ninja. All right, how to be a bad bitch, how to be a boss bitch. Okay, how to be a defiled, degenerate vine unto Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. Okay, to continue to go after your own vain lust. Okay, to give that to be in the spirit of Aleister Crowley, do as thy will. All right. So you think that you govern yourself and you govern the world as you see fit. That the world was made in your image. Okay. Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai only demands that you hear his word. All right, and right now, you are giving up to your own vain lust to do what it is that you want to do. Okay?
This is Deuteronomy 12:9. For ye are not as yet come to the rest into the inheritance which Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai your power giveth you.
Right, the inheritance belongs unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right, the nation of Israel, Yasharala. All right, but 2/3 of our own people don't want to hear it. They care not. All right, so they just forbear and they stay on that Christianity. All right, they stay on that doctrine that you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps. All right, everybody can make. You can be and have a part of this American dream. All right, when this is nothing but the American scheme. It's a scheme to rape, robbery, and murder. All right, that leads you and our people to destruction. All right, leads our women, leads our children. All right, leads our nation unto destruction. Okay, and this is not beneficial for any of us, of the nation of Israel.
You know, these people want that 40 acres in the mule on this side,
Right.
instead of waiting to the inheritance that's given to you by Yahweh.
Right.
You know?
You
That reparations, that's
right.
That's what they seek.
Damn 40 acres in a mule. How about 40 planets, 40 planets in righteousness? All right.
So
Let Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai give you what you deserve. Okay, to receive your inheritance that is given to you as demanded in the scriptures, demands and commands that he's going to give to you. All right, this is not something. No brother woke up once again, and came to their own will and said, you know what, I want to go out and teach the Bible. It's just me who wants to do it. All right, it's Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai who put that spirit in you. Okay, if you be a hearer of the word, and not only be a hearer, you have to be a doer as well, as it is commanded of you.
This is 1 John 2:15.
This is the dude that as soon as we start preaching, he pulled his dog, and ran like he's out of here.
I don't want to know.
Right.
My dog. This is 1 John 2:15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world.
Hey, that pride of life. We just had a Jake family walk by, and here was the man, hey, hurrying up his kids to get in the car, all right, and his wife hurried up and got in the car because she didn't want to get convicted, right?
Because this thing is it's an evil thing to the non-believers. All right, and as the scriptures say, blessed is those, blessed ye be if you are persecuted. You know? Why? Because this is the same suffering we're taking part of, same suffering as Yahweh Shah, all right, bearing that cross. All right, the truth is not easy to swallow. All right, for the masses. That's why, that's why John the Revelator he described it as the end of the prophet, described it as sweet and bitter. All right, why? Because it's a beautiful insight to who you are, waking up to who you are, but then you also have to acknowledge the destruction and that tough road that to get, that rest. All right, as we went into earlier, Micah 2:10, right? This is not our rest. All right, this is not our place of comfort. This is not a time of mirth. All right, it's not a time to be in a spirit of celebration. All right, because we have that our adversary Esau Edom, all right, plotting, to further destroy, all right, what he has already destroyed. He's trying to completely obliterate, really he's after the remnant. All right, he's not after you 2/3 bug outs. All right, the non-believers, you followers of Christianity and followers of every false way. He already got you in his bag. All right.
Because he needs, like we were talking about earlier, because he needs you for the wicked things he must perform, hey, to receive his left hand power. All right, for his blood sacrifices. Okay, for all the atrocities and to be a true adversary unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
He already got you playing the role of the Antichrist. All right, and every other philosophy, doctrine, is of this world. But this truth came from where? It came straight from the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It came straight from the Heavenly Father. All right. That's why we know that this stands. We've been seeing, even in the short time us brothers have been in the truth, we're seeing, prophecy and all that is in the news just solidifies, all right, the scriptures. All right, it's making this a sure thing. Yeah, it's proving it true.
Yeah, and making it plain. Hey, it's allowing. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is allowing those who have the eyes to see plainly. All right, so there's no discrepancy. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is allowing the truth to be broke down to the simplest form that you may receive it. Right, so you don't have to struggle. Okay, I gave it to you at the highest level. If you have the blessing to understand at this level. But if you can't understand at this level, I'm going to slowly diminish it so you can get to the base of the understanding. Plain upon tables. Okay? Hey, and the reason why you went off, when you went off as a nation, and what you must do to come back, to be that nation yet again. Okay? Okay. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 14 and verse 1, and it reads, O Israel, return unto Yahweh thy power, for thou hast fallen by thy iniquities. Take with you the word and the words, and turn to Yahweh. Say unto him, take away all iniquity, and receive us graciously. Right. So we're asking Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, hey, that we can come back in his presence. Hey, by making our body a living sacrifice, calling unto him, believing upon the testimony that was given, and believing in truth and sincerity. Okay? Because you can say one thing, all right, but your actions have to speak as well as your words. Okay? They have to coincide.
Then different than Esau Edom. Right. Esau Edom tell you a whole bunch of smooth things.
Yeah. No war is in his heart.
Hey, yeah, smooth is better.
Yeah.
So war is in his heart.
Yeah. 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 Right. Hey, it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai who has declared all these things. Right.
So,
That was 58. I know.
or maybe, nope, it's 60. Or maybe it's 54. So I can smell it. Yeah. This is Psalms 55 and verse 21. It says the words. Actually, I'm gonna start. Let me see if I'll just start there.
Think you wanna-
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
start
just go
at
ahead.
19.
Whatever.
This is Psalms 55 and 19. It says, Yahweh shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old, Selah, because they have no changes. Therefore, they fear not Yahweh.
Right. Hey, and who fears not Yahweh? All right. Hey, first and foremost, Esau Edom. All right. Esau Edom has no fear for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua whatsoever. All right, because he was made to be anti-Hamashiach, anti-Christ. All right, but then 2/3 of the nation of Israel, right, because they have an inkling. All right, they have an inkling of spirituality. They have an inkling of knowledge. All right, knowledge pursuant to the scripture.
They got worldly knowledge.
God.
And they have a worldly knowledge, and they're studious in the scriptures, but they don't fully understand it.
Right.
They don't have that spiritual understanding.
Right.
So that's the difference between Jacob and Esau. Jacob, and the elect of Israel has that true understanding, as the spiritual understanding. That this word, has opened up, because that Holy Spirit, all right, and that seventh seal that Yahweh Shah opened up, all right, gave, let that Spirit, work and open up the mysteries unto the prophets.
Right. Hey, that spirit. Hey, they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge of the scriptures.
Right. They know where certain scriptures are. They know like Jeopardy quizzes.
Right.
Jeopardy.
The quiz. Hey, the
Jeopardy
Bible
answers
quiz.
of
The
the Bible.
Bible quiz of scriptures.
Right.
So,
They could tell you what year.
no, that's
Yeah,
not. Esau.
Yeah, but they know things about the scripture, but they don't know.
They don't have
They know
to
surface.
understand.
They have surface level understanding.
Yeah.
Like if you read a book and you read it enough times,
You're gonna know what it
you
is.
could go through the emotions, but never, get that. Okay, never understand. It's just like okay, never understand reincarnation.
Yep.
Never understand that Israel is the only one that salvation pertains to. Still think that so-called white man can understand, not being able to understand the Gentiles, are the two types of Gentiles.
How about Shemi Yahushua ultimately blocked me? All right, that I understand.
All right, let me pull this real quick.
Feel it in my neck.
All right.
Being plucked
Yeah, it should be on. It ain't on. Oh, can you grab Jeremiah 13 and 23?
This is Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin? Has the leopard has spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta plug this in.
Like,
Right. So
fuck it.
yeah, it should be on. ain't turning on. Oh, it wasn't on. I thought my phone was plugged in. I had it on the side. But yeah, so can I, hey, read that real quick.
This is Jeremiah 13:23. Yeah, it's just that. Can the Egyptian change his skin?
Can the Ethiopian?
So like, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the lepers his spots? They may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
All right, so this how an Ethiopian can't make himself a leopard, or can't make himself a part of Israel, can't make himself anything other than he is. Neither can an animal. Animal can change itself. Maybe here in Babylon the Great, they can identify something else. That doesn't change what they are. All right, that doesn't change the fact that this devil is going to stay the devil that he always is. All right, he has you're gonna read back in Psalms 19. It says Yahweh shall hear and afflict them, he that abideth the woes they lie, because they have no changes. Therefore, they fear not Yahweh. All right, from the beginning, all right, from the serpent to the spirit of the serpent, all right, going through, tracking this devil unto Cain, all right, to get us to Cain, all right, I get into First John 3, and all right, wicked of Cain, all right, down being reincarnated, all right, Esau to Edom, all right. That would have to change his ways. All right, he blasphemed the Most High from the beginning. All right, forsook his covenant, forsook his laws. All right, and just as that, he's going to continue to be that same devil. What Sirach 12 says, never trust thy enemy. So they humble themselves. All right, become crouching. All right, right, and we grab that next.
This is 1 John 3:12. Not as Cain, who was of the wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore showed he him? You said, okay. Because his own works were evil, and his brother's righteous.
His own works were evil. Who was evil? Cain was evil. All right, and making that abominable sacrifice. All right. Likewise, Esau forsook his blessing. All right. Didn't take heed to the ways of his father and how Isaac had showed him. All right. And blew off, what could have been his, but was always predestined for Israel. All right. And the righteous was Abel at the time. All right. But now the righteous are that same lineage of the sons of God now passed down to Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. And if you want to take that was it. Right. So that shows that Cain was wicked. Cain was what? First with leprosy. All right. And when Esau was born, that's why he got his name Esau. Because Esau means wasted away. That's the first thing Isaac said. He said,
why?
He called him Esau for his skin was wasted away.
Yeah. Hey, what goes to show the point? Hey, why did that have to be put out? All right. Why did Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, make his tongue, to call that out and to have it written in scripture? All right. So you have a indication, a marker. All right. So that when you research and you study, that you can find out it was a form of clean leprosy. All right. Hey, he's clean because he was born that way, but he had that mark. Hey, to be what? Hey, he had that mark that the adversary of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua would have. All right.
This Psalms 55 and 19. The Most High shall hear and afflict them, even he that abandoned of old. Selah, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High. He hath put forth his hands against such as he be at peace with them. He hath broken his covenant.
Right. Who broke that covenant? Right. Ultimately, Well, the Israelites broke the covenant coming straight out of Egypt, straight out of Egypt. You know, they prayed to our ancestors, the forefathers prayed to that golden calf. All right, they said we need a power that we can see to worship him. We can't wait for Moses to get done doing what he's doing in the mountain. All right, because you needed that instant satisfaction. All right, you were seeking for that comfort, you know, before it was your time to actually gain it. All right, and if you would have held out a little bit longer, all right, you would have had the perfect way, you know, set before you. Now, who else broke the covenant and broke the laws was Esau. All right, well he's the main breaker of the law. All right, he breaks the laws with no remorse. All right, he broke the law with those abominable sacrifices. You know, when he was Cain. All right, sacrificing fruit. All right, giving up fruit to be a burnt offering. All right, going against the ordinances Yahweh Bashem Yahushai laid out for him. All right, and then getting jealousy. All right, being jealous of what his brother had, seeing what his brother was blessed with, because he lived perfectly.
Right.
All right, he walked righteously.
And then selling his birthright. All right.
Right.
As time went on, this man has continued, to be an atrocity unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. Ultimately, when he came back as Esau Edom, when he sold his birthright.
Right.
All right. Hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that was yet another opportunity for him, even though, hey, through the Spirit it was already ordained, and the blessing was Jacob's. Okay, but it was yet another opportunity for him to get right.
Hey, that's why I can't think of the scripture right now. There's a scripture that says that you can't give, you know, you can't give this birthright to nobody else.
God.
All right, these other heathen nations, it says that they will seek to you know, something that to the effect of if you seek to give it away, you know, it can't be given. This birthright that Israel has can't be given to any other nation. All right, and 2/3 of our people want to hand out salvation like you know, the Nation of Islam newspapers, man, and you can't do that. All right, like yeah, hey, like raffle tickets, man. Who's gonna be a part of the elect? Hey, well, how about you outside? No, then we know through the scriptures that it's gonna be 1/3 of Israel, all right, and nobody else. It's gonna be that remnant.
Psalm 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Hey, this devil talks smooth, says all the right things to appease the people, all right, to quiet them, all right, throughout all their, you know, the chaos that he even causes. All right, he causes this chaos. All right, he causes all these sudden deaths. All right, but then he goes right back around and tells you, "No, I got the solution. Be cool. Keep calm. Keep calm and look the other way because we ain't do nothing wrong." All right, but from the beginning, what did it say? That he changes not. He's still that sneaky, conniving little bastard he always been. He's always been a deceiving serpent. How does it says that the serpent beguiled Eve? All right, that's his trait. That's his trademark.
Yeah, that's
right.
Smooth.
Like, well, you know, right? You just make it sound good because you know Esau can't talk smooth. You know, but he made it sound good enough to be like what he did. He put the exact thing that Eve, you know, coveted in her heart. All right, and showed her another option. That's what happens when you show these women too much. All right, there's something called an existential crisis. All right, or you know, the term is existential, having too many options. All right, these women already don't know what they want.
That's why they always say, hey, what do you want to eat?
You choose. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what the restaurant I'm
What do you want to eat? You can't decide. You give them 100. You name 100 restaurants, and they still no. You want tacos? No. You can go on and on and on. All right. I'm just gonna take you there. But when you get to the restaurant, well, you didn't know. So we had to make that decision for you. And that's the leadership of the men. You can tell, as the apostle always said, how a nation, what kind of status a nation is in by looking at their women. All right, our women have lack of leadership. All right, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to restore it. All right, and that comes from the men taking this role and allowing them to be changed first. All right. The men have to be changed first, have to be raised up, just as we're seeing happen. All right. That tabernacle, the remnant, all right, is making that stand and is standing boldly against all this bullshit. Yeah. But pretty much talk about it. Our own people are seeking to give, that special thing that was given among us. All right, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, which is salvation, which is the rulership in the kingdom. All right, they're looking to give that to these other nations. And hey, guess what? How about you? I'm not going to allow that.
His words were smoother than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Right. Hey, go and take this thing that we put out, and it's gonna preserve you from this pestilence. All right, go take that. All right, and then after that, with every new form that comes out, that's every new derivative of it. Guess what? We got something that'll make that get taken care of. All right, and then you will be protected of it under the shadow of Egypt. All right, under the shadow of Esau and Edom. Okay. Yeah. Let them out. Go. Yeah, read it.
Casting burdens upon Yahweh Shai, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
All the affliction that Esau on Israel is that the righteous are those following in the footsteps of Yahweh Shai. All right, listening to his prophets, taking heed to his word and to his truth. All right, recognizing and discerning the signs and times. All right, he's gonna lead them. All right, to to the kingdom. All right, he's gonna lead them out of Jacob's trouble.
But though the Most High shall bring them down into the pit of destruction, bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee.
Right. So Esau ain't gonna make it. All right. 2/3 that are joined, all right, and indoctrinated in Esau's wicked philosophy, his Western philosophy, his strange wine. Hey, they're not gonna make it. All right. Everybody leaning upon these false idols. All right. Worshiping, these shrines and these, they pretty much they all satanic temples. Right. You going back, and still calling upon, Amalek, calling on these devils. All right, you calling on Serapis Christi, you bowing your head down to Serapis, right? You got it.
This is Proverbs 10 and 27. The fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be short.
Right, the years of the wicked. All right. destroyed. All right, sooner or later. All right, all the sinners of Israel are going to be taken out. You know, are going to be taken out when salvation comes.
And it's happening sooner than later.
We're seeing that heavy judgment, you know, constantly taking place day in and day out. I've seen a video with a chicken Dubai.
Yep.
That guy, truck driver that got arrested for yelling, being out of order.
Yep.
All right, that's a shout out to women. All right, that's what happens when you're out of order. All right, how about Shimmy Al-Shai can send the cavalry on your ass, can send his sword to go wrap up, to go wrap your ass up. All right, you don't know what they doing to her out there.
They doing
To her, but what they doing to her exactly what Yahweh Shimon Al-Shai thank you. All right, and that she deserves. All right, because righteous are all his ways and judgment.
And she tried to go down there for a hot girl summer.
Right, but what that brother just read, hey, those that are seeking the Lord, hey, they gonna be preserved. They gonna be the ones whose days are prolonged, and ultimately that prolonging of their days is gonna be in the kingdom with these new bodies when Yasharallah rules for an eternity, never dies.
Hey, and to see salvation the first go around. All right, to be the elect and not come through the loins of the elect. All right, even though those who come through the loins of the elect, are counted righteous. Right? All right, the least. Hey, that's
greater than John the Baptist. That's the true believer, of this truth, and in this truth,
right,
and pave the way, all right, for the Son. So what type of status do you think he's gonna have? All right, what type of status do you think he's gonna have in the kingdom? All right, if he paved the way for Yahweh Shai, all right, through reincarnation with other great prophets,
God.
all right,
hey,
where do you think he's gonna stand with the Most High? And just as all the 144,000 are gonna have an
inheritance.
Yeah, they're gonna have a special place in the kingdom, a higher status, all right, than the rest of Israel. How much more do you think the man paved the way for Yahweh Shai?
And then the rest of the multitude of the 1/3 as well.
Right.
Okay.
Along with other prophets that were used, by the Most High to bring order in Israel, back to Israel.
Oh.
All right.
Hey, and to be examples. All right. Hey, 1/3 of the nation. 1/3 of the nation of Israel, outside of the 144,000 elect men, are meant to be examples unto Israel. All right, men, women, and children. All right, how you are to conduct yourself, to play your position that you were given. Those children won't always be children. All right, those children will grow up to be young men and young women. All right, hey, as we were talking about, hey, they will grow up to further the franchise of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, a franchise in a righteous business. This business plan is open. It is the business plan of the universe. All right, that's why Yahweh Shai said, I am about my Father's business. All right, hey, because why? What did Kanye say? Hey, it's just family business. All right, hey, and we are the business of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and we are the family. So we keep it in the family. Okay, so 1/3 of the nation of Israel, hey, is led to be the example. The multitude of the 1/3 of Israel and the elect of Israel are made to be that example, not only for Israel but for the entire universe. Okay, universe.
Right. And the inheritance starts with the land, getting our land back.
God.
All right.
Right. Hey, and that's both lands. Okay, that's both lands. That's why Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to return our women unto us as well. All right, because hey, that soil is likened unto what? Land. All right, our women will be important. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is giving everything back. He is not just going to take one part back. All right, there will be Israelite women that will be saved. Okay, so how much more, hey, for you women out there, how much more, hey, should you strive to be a part? Okay,
it's easy for a woman to make it into the kingdom.
God.
Right. Stop trying to be, stop trying to be something that you're not. Right? And that's the hard part for you. It's really an easy thing. Hey, didn't we always talk about today? Like, all right, he was speaking for man first and foremost, saying that you didn't have to go through what I had to go through. I think women even easier. Yeah, no, we know how to walk that straight in the straight game, right? And it's even easier to fall off. But if you just, humble your ass down, sit down and be a rest unto brother in his truth, pretty much got it made. If the Lord sees fit. Can you grab that? Right?
Yeah, I got it. All right, and hey, this is going to be the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if thou continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. All right. Hey, so Yahweh Shem Yahushua says, hey, the woman, the nation of Israel will be saved. All right. Hey, for what? For childbearing. But the things that you have to do to be able to bear those children is to what? Is to have faith, to listen, and to humble yourself down, and be a, like the brother said, be a pillar of rest unto, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua's men.
And think it's good. Not to, in the time of Jacob's trouble, with the member of the, hey, you don't think Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to feed you?
Right.
You don't think Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to make a way for you to
have all your
preserve
nourishment?
that remnant?
God.
All right. It said my people shall eat. My servants will eat. All right. Well, what if you're carrying a servant in your belly? All right. You're going to have to eat to provide health and nourishment to that baby. I actually get Wisdom of Solomon 7.
That's it. I'll pull it out for you.
Start at the top.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, 1. I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flushed in the time of 10 months, being compact in blood of the seed of man, and the pleasure that come with sleep.
Right, pleasure will come with sleep. When you being nursed, hey, in the womb. All right, now it's now you in a battlefield. Hey, in the modern day woman's womb. All right, your life is a hazard, especially to be in an Israelite woman's womb. All right, it's hazardous, but at one time it's a pleasure to be there. Well, think about for the elect. If a woman has an elect baby, it's gonna be a pleasure. All right, it's gonna be a pleasure to be in there because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna make a way for you to be taken care of. All right, that's the true womb should be a sanctuary. All right, the true womb should be a rest. Yeah, rest. It's a pleasure to sleep. Right. You ain't got no cares in life. You ain't got to handle no business. Just chill. You just a little baby.
That's why a woman is unto a man a pillar of rest. All right. Hey, both ways. All right. And a woman is a pillar of rest, and a man is a pillar of rest unto a woman. It's a duality.
As a mother protecting her baby.
Right.
All right. The husband are protecting the woman, his family, his seed line.
God.
All right, preserving that seed line that goes back into the law, statutes, and commandments of God. All right, the same order that Yahweh Shai, the bridegroom, has with his wife, the men of the Lord. That's the important stuff.
Yep.
But you just want to be the top notch
I'm the one.
five-star son of hope.
On that beach.
Right.
Hey, your kitty is polluted and defiled and dead.
Right.
This is not your rest. It is full of whoredoms and abominations. You got it. Gotcha.
It's that pleasure of the moment. Hey, Yahweh is going to make that in the worst time. That's part of his miracles. All right. That's part of the miracles that are going to be taking place here. Jacob's trouble. When everybody else is suffering, finally, we're going to walk into a buffet table. All right. We're going to walk into an oasis
Hey, what did
that was never there before.
What Apostle Ricard said, hey, they ate steaks before, but they ain't ate steaks like this. Right? Hey, you ain't gonna have to take that seasoning off your food. You're gonna be able to cook it on whatever grill you have. All right? Hey, and let it smell up everything. All right?
We're going to eat it right in front of us. Apostle Ricard said we're going to eat it right in front of us. Hey, Lord, look.
Hey, Alvarez is out with us. All right? I got 12. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and I'm going to start at verse 9. And it reads, in prosperity of a man, enemies, like it. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved. But in his adversary, in his adversity, even a friend will depart. Never trust thine enemy.
What does it say in the second heading? All right. That, hey, everybody's going to be turning their back on each other. They got that and then hey, they're going to turn against. Yeah.
Winners.
Just go into their houses with swords.
I've been there like 3 times with the wind just
Right, because when prosperity is happening, everything's all cool. Your homie's cool. Even somebody that you're not really cool will be cool. When they doing bad and they really hate you, all right. Hey, think about that's what we're gonna see these Edomites gonna turn up they rage. All right, especially against they have that perpetual hatred. They hate you right now, but they being kind of cool. They might call you a byword in front of your face. All right, they might do certain things that piss you off, as they always done. Think about when they in the lowest state. It's not gonna be sneak dissing. They're gonna be looking at it. They're gonna be if they still doing lynchings today, or if they still killing Jake and getting away with it. All right.
How much more in that?
And how much more in that time?
Yeah.
All right.
So, all open field, man.
Right. And no lawlessness is gonna be out the window.
All right. This is Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, we've seen it now, but it's just gonna even escalate even further. All right. We've seen wild stuff happen. Moms put a hit out on our kid. Got arrested, fortunately, because that demon deserves to be locked up. Right? But
The grandparents that was a 5-year-old that was so spoiled.
Yeah, SOIL. Soil.
Like all they gonna say.
for taking the
Shit on the ground.
well, yeah. He's still learning.
He's still
On the spot, he should know, but hey, sometimes
Accidents happen.
I know like younger kids that are really excited, they don't want to stop what they're doing. You know, they're walking around with a good, you know.
And they grandparents, there ain't no telling they still wear diapers.
Right.
And they
Your
get
ass,
mad.
Your ass
you're
is
not too
coming,
far from a,
right,
from
coming
a
right
fan.
back.
That's from being on the pen, you know.
What's the man's question, child? That's what I'm saying.
Reincarnation.
I'm sorry. 11. I'll start at 12. Book of Sirach, chapter 12, or chapter 15 and verse 12, and it reads, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with plague.
Right.
And
Hey, so when Egypt is put back in the state of mourning, all right, as we're seeing happening, all right, Egypt being, you know, and similar to America, let's pick up Sirach 12.
I was trying to do something. Okay, I got this. I got it.
Well, yeah, Sirach 12.
Yeah, 12 and 9, just hold it. Sure. Ready? Okay. Continuing on. Shall bring upon it, let me start over. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 12, and it reads, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that the power Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fall through the. Give me 1 second. Salak here. It's causing me to. Let me start over. All right. Okay. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and starting at verse 12, and it reads, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fall through the blastings and hails, and with a fearful consonant. It's like a fearful constellation. Woe unto the world and to them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth not, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and the sword and sword in their hands. For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their king nor their princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right, and that's the part, you know, that we were referring to, the invading. What was that? Home invasion. All right, running through people's houses. The power being in their hand, meaning that the law, all right, is going to be it's going to be no more. And who gets the power in their hand? Those that have scraps on deck. Those that can take it by force. Okay, that's what we're going to be seeing. So, you know, we know how gangs work. So people are going to have their own gangs. We've seen that in movies such as The Purge,
Red Dawn,
Warriors,
Demolition Man, Book of Eli.
Book of Eli. Okay, and where they had little groups.
Mad Max.
You know, but when everything, you know, when hey, shit turn up over here.
Waterworld.
They know the missiles about to hit. Hey, that's when it's going to be at its craziest. All right, when they know them missiles about to hit, it's going to be that final countdown to when the nukes get sent up over here on the shores of America. Still be going to be doing everything that they can to get that last moment of comfort, to get that last. They're gonna be trying to get that last nut in. All right,
It's just like they
that
did in the
last
days of
meal.
Noah.
So that's all they care about. All right, people in America is only concerned. Huh?
Holy shit.
That's why people out here is overweight, obese, because all right, they're addicted to drugs. All right, they're addicted to what gets their adrenaline going, whether that's murder,
Right.
right?
All
Right?
the addiction is all the quality. How much you got.
They have a what's it called, a runner's high. You know, they have things in righteousness to get those same effects. But they don't want to hear that. All right.
Even though they have even though these people have addictions and they know certain things like such as this food is bad for you, that's bad for you. You should eat in moderation. They still continue just to indulge, right?
Oh, seven ice cream.
Right. Hey, instead of a tub, eat it half.
Start there.
Yeah, start there. Like you got to start
Hey,
somewhere.
but hey, bullshit in school. Hey, ice cream is one of them. I think Ben and Jerry's.
Yep.
They're not sold overseas,
Yep.
right? So they got chemicals.
They got fever.
Yeah, that's how they make the little ice. It's that fever.
Oh, we got water.
Good,
Thank you.
thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna continue on this. It's the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and verse 17, and it reads, "A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid."
Because, hey, houses, people are, hey, you're gonna see, hey, the Lord, slain of the Lord shall be many. All right. All right. So we're gonna see a lot of that. Where see whole houses, houses being a person's whole family. All right, taken out. And these homes being, torn apart.
Right. Hey,
Right?
they got generational houses, Slovakia, and now they have generational houses where many generations are living in these homes.
Right.
All right.
Pretty much like kind of like what the Mormons do.
God.
They a lot of, that's the big, that right there is a community.
God.
All right, within one home. Or you might have, sons, generations in that one home.
Yep.
Sons, grandsons. But hey, that's you you run into the right group of people with desperate times on their mind and trying to look for an easy way out. That's gonna be a target, and they're gonna get with like-minded. Let's say,
Two or more together. No, I'm sorry. How can two
walk together
unless they be agreed?
You're gonna see a lot of bugged out,
Left-hand side is
desperate, demons. Yahweh terrorize and put judgment on
the left-hand side.
the left-hand side.
Right? Hey, that left-hand side agreement is going to go hand in hand with Esau Edom's story.
Just walking, right into, where, and ultimately they're going to get got too.
Right.
They're going to get got by a bigger demon, which is Esau Edom. A bigger devil. Right? They're going to take them out. This is you watching, they call Tyrone. Hey, they showed that
Showed everything.
they showed everything. But they put these demons, these monsters, Jake, in the hood. All right. They took these phones are for drug dealers, for hood rats,
And they showed
all the baby kids.
they showed you that in American Gangster.
Right.
They gave Frank Lucas. All right, they gave him the ability to move drugs in. All right, hey, it all happened through what? Reagan or Slovakia, not Reagan, Nixon. All right, hey, and they allowed it for a time period so this nation, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, hey, can be destroyed. They did research on the effects they would have on them. All right, this is the very thing that the Bible speaks of.
Right. They
Right.
tailored crack to destroy these ghettos.
God, barrios, ghettos, and barrios. Right?
Look at all the. I mean, you can see it today. Look at all the where Jake lived, and look at all the shit they have around. You know?
Shit, look at the reservations.
That's why you see
The firewater.
you go and go to MLK. How many people you see floating over like this?
God.
Every MLK in every state is always fucked up. There's nothing good on it.
Right.
It's just trash.
Hey, once upon a time, I went to Portland. I went to Portland. I thought it was the cleanest MLK like I have ever seen. Yeah, Portland, Oregon. It was the cleanest MLK I have ever seen. But when night came,
But it's different.
it was a little different at night. And now look at Portland, Oregon. It is just, hey,
They're the leaders in this legalization of controlled substance, wasn't they?
yeah.
They're one of the first,
Them,
people to start.
Seattle, right?
I think Seattle, another state, or another what?
Yep.
They right next to each other.
I'm gonna read to 20 on this. For because their pride the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread for the great tribulation.
For not being able to, if people, especially in America, have a shorter, tolerance for going hungry. All right. Well, Apostle R put up a video yesterday saying, this dude was in really good shape, saying that he could go 30 days without eating, 7 days without water. And that pretty much where that hunger comes from is all the advertising. It's all the advertisement and that programming that we see. So your body really don't need all that. You can eat, and your fat cells will store. He broke it down to entirety and went into, got technical with it. But pretty much you can eat and live off, for 30 days.
Hey, hey, think about this. For you people out there that are simple, all right? Hey, you were on what is that show? Survivor, right? Survivor, scared, naked, and afraid. Right. Hey, these people survive days without water, without food. How? All right. Hey, because the body is designed to do that. All right. Hey, especially if you have additional fat, like you fat as a miracle. Right.
But it's also what you are eating.
I was just about to say that.
Gosh, the things that if you're eating right, of course, you'll last longer.
Healthier, cleaner food.
You can't get clean food out here.
Right.
You can think you have clean food, but hey, it ain't clean food.
Right. Hey, but that's why that's why we pray over our food. Right? That's why man shall not live by bread alone. Right? Because no matter how defiled the food is, hey, did Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai who can fill you and sustain you. Right? Verse 20. And it reads, for the lack of goods, that's goods of everything. All right? Hey, food, water, hey, medicine, okay? Hey, tools
Tools that you may need.
Hey,
electricity.
electricity. Hey, you're taking your goods. Hey, a woman is considered a good. All right, that pillar of rest.
Hey, having a place to
Lay your head.
dispose of your waste properly.
Hey, having a woman having a man. Okay, a man having a woman.
Wait, how did the bubonic plague start? You know, because they streets was filthy.
God, all right. Hey, it'll be a pleasure. It'll be a pleasure to be able to burn your waste. All right, in the days to come. All right.
Get it out of that. You know, and you could imagine with some people, hey, not having the toilet paper to wipe your ass,
Right.
not having no clean water, right? Because in other countries they don't be wiping their ass like that. They got that little
Three sheets. No. Sorry.
these leaks or the water. They got that water.
All right. This is the book of Second Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 15 and verse 20, and it reads, "Behold, saith the power of Yahweh Bashimi Shai, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon, Lebanese, to turn themselves one against another and to repay the things that they have done to them." All right. Hey, so once again, Yahweh Shemi Shai is going to make a very hard time. All right, and in that time of Jacob's trouble is also we're in the midst of World War III. All right, we're in the midst of famine. We're in the midst of destruction. All right, hey, social systems broken down.
It's gonna be a simultaneous thing. You're gonna have the World War III popping off, and then you're gonna have Civil War and civil injustice. There are gonna be race wars, all out
All the above.
battles and chaos, day-to-day life. Hey, it's gonna be we're gonna be in a struggle. All right. Here you go.
This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 12 and 9.
Sorry.
Never trust thou enemy, for like as a iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Right, because all these things all the prophecies that we just read, they're gonna take effect due to the things that this devil is putting in place from his MOTB infrastructure, popping off, the Fed now taking place, with more unrighteous decrees that are to come, with martial law going to set things up. All right, when the time get there. All right, but it's all in the works of this man's hand. All right, he's the worker of iniquity. All right, everything is right now is in the power of his hand to do. Ultimately, he's being controlled by Yahweh, not by Yahweh. All right, you want to get Proverbs 21 on King's heart.
Yes.
But
Those who humble himself and go crouching, yet take the heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
right, so his wickedness, all right, can always be shown through his works. All right, no matter how clean he tries to present himself, but we're seeing that shameful spewing, continue to go out. All right, with movies that they make, with with whistleblowers, whether it be them calling a spade, calling out Biden for actually giving the go to blow up that pipeline, that Nord Stream pipeline months ago. Hey, we ain't forgot about that. These other countries ain't forgot about that. But yet they'll play it off as false news. That's that's actually it wasn't us. So try to blame it on Putin.
God.
All right, blame it on other countries. All right, they take they don't take the beam out of their own eye. They deflect. All right, they use that mirror with all that rust on it to deflect the image and point it somewhere else. All right, what else do they do?
What
They just well they're hypocrites. Um they put well they called out all these other nations for not destroying those biochemical war supplies. All right, and the cluster bomb. But yet they were supposed to dispose of theirs years ago. Okay, America was supposed to get rid of destroy and get rid of their supply years ago. All right, and now they're being called out and said, "Oh, we're working on it." All right, that's them crouching and humbling themselves. We're doing it now. Okay, even though it was supposed to be done 8 years ago.
Right.
All right, we're getting to it. All right, same thing like this. They just pin the tail on the donkey with everything. You know, with everything that comes out of them. They pick a scapegoat. All right, like Epstein. All right, and pin it on him. Harvey Weinstein. And all R. Kelly,
Bill Cosby.
And usually it's all on a dumbass Jake. All right, that fell into their picture.
He even throw in his water. No, it's cold. Yeah, he don't need it. He'll pick it back up. Yeah, somebody just give it. He'll pick it back up. If he got any tips. All right, hey. I got the 21. Proverbs 21.
Yeah. So we can middle of that.
I mean, I read it all. Yeah, I told you that.
This is Sirach 12:12. Set him not be thee, least when he hath overthrown thee. He stand up and thou play.
Read that again.
Set him not by thee.
Yes.
Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stood up and thou play.
Hey, we're not supposed to be going into the world like that. Why? Because the devil is always, the so-called right, all right, and these elites, they're not for you. All right, they're not trying to help you make it out of these hard times. All right, what were they doing handing out all that money? They're trying to and handing out all them loans. They're trying to crash this fucking economy. All right, and they added more debt unto you, so they could go and say, oh, all these people, well, hey, all those loans and all the PPEs, the PPPs, all right, all those treatments and gifts that they're handing out, all right, now they can say it's time for you to pay us. How are you going to ultimately pay us? Well, take a part of this NWO, take a part of this new world order I have crafted for the betterment of society, and then we'll make everything go away. We'll take care of all your debt. Just link yourself into this system that we got in place.
It's just to bribe you so they can say you won't have no debt.
Right, it's a gift.
Yeah.
In Ecclesiastes, it says a gift destroys the heart, the mind. All right, because you think it gets you to be like, okay, he's looking out for me. All right, just like what's that? In ATL. Well, what did Big Boy do to him? He fronted him. He fronted him that dope, right? And then when he couldn't get it all off, he came back and he was looking for him to pay up.
Coming back with that glitch.
That's Big Perm and Smokey. All right, and who's the biggest pusher? Is the so-called legend.
Hey, in comparison, where you could have been, speaking in a worldly term, you could be like Frank Lucas, go to the source, which that source is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right? Hey, and get pushed the righteous word.
They don't want the soy stuff because it's not a temporary pleasure.
God. But hey, I had a free. This is the book of First Peter, chapter 1 and verse 16, and reads, "Because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy." All right?
Separate, or I am separate. We're supposed to be separate from the ways of this life. We're supposed to be separate and not take part in these devilish activities. All right? We need to stay true to our power, stay true to our laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities. To the best of our abilities at these times. All right? Knowing that this flesh can't hold them all. All right?
Right. This is a temporal body. All right? As how Hashem Yahushua said. All right? This is only but a time. Okay?
Neither let him set at the right hand, lest he seek to take thou seat.
And that's what this devil did to gain power over Jake in the Spanish Inquisition, all right, to gain power over those countries, all right, in the dark age, right? He infiltrated the family, came up like, this is a cool dude, all right. The whole time he was trying to, he was trying to get on top for his lineage, all right. He was plotting on how to take you out.
Real skin.
He got in with the family,
Right.
and then
Move the family on out. Hey, got in with a daughter or two, and then move the rest on out. All right. Hey, through marriages, thinking, okay, maybe he's learned his lesson.
then broke, knows how to, when he probably broke laws that, went against laws.
As he does today.
Do some unrighteous decrees to persecute, Israel. Right?
I say, you still got it?
And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith.
All right. So remember, if you prick, it has this, spirit in your mind. All right, that this devil is not going to do anything good for you. Can an Ethiopian change his skin? All right, can a leopard change his spots? Not unless he Catholic,
Right.
And
Panther still got spots.
Panther still got spots. You just can't see him.
Right, you got to look closer.
That's a great. All
All
Black
Panthers, you just
spots.
got to look very close.
They just can't really see them like that. Right. And then usually they lurking in the night. That's a great depiction of these things.
Wow.
Right? Black Panther.
Hey, that's why he pitched that movie in the witchcraft and that movie.
Right.
All right. Hey, I got.
Those movies and all y'all were, huh?
Hey, I got. This is going to be the Book of Lamentations, chapter 3, and verse 19, and it reads, "Remember my."
Look, before you get that, can you grab Proverbs 21?
Oh, Slocky, I thought I grabbed that. I'll
No,
take hold of
you
it.
grabbed that. You didn't have more on the last one that you read?
Huh?
The last script that you read, that was all you wanted.
That's all I wanted to fill out. Because he was still going into it, and I was like, I'll just read that. The Book of Proverbs, chapter 21, and verse 1, and it reads, "The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it wheresoever he will."
Yahweh King Ashai is just as he did with Pharaoh, made him buck up against Moses. Buck up against his heart when all signs were telling him, hey, just let Israel go. People were telling, hey, let Israel go. He wanted to, but then, right, all sides from his heart, hey, he turned that river. All right, he turned that river. He turned his pride against him. Yep. All right, same thing as Esau don't want to just go from that sounds like remorse, right? Yeah, you still can hear, all right, the very technology that was used to destroy. how I become dead. We know that this nuclear ICBM technology has the power to wipe out this whole planet if the Lord, deemed it.
Which he did scripturally.
He can, but Yahweh Shai is only going to allow it to
Do so much.
to completely destroy America. All right, and then cleanse the rest of the world. Fire. But how I become dead, that's a show of reward. All right, now I said never made sense. I don't know why. And man's goings are of the Lord, even for him, so he doesn't believe not on the Heavenly Father, who believes he is, the Most High, tries to emulate
God. All right, this is going to be the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, and verse 19, and it reads, "Remember my affliction and my misery, and slaughter, and the wormwood and the gall. My soul have them still." The soul have them still in remembrance, and humbled in me. This I recall to my mind, therefore I have hope. It is of Yahweh's mercy that we are not consumed, because his compassion faileth not. All right? It is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's compassion that fails not. Hey, that Israel has not been done away with, right? That Israel still continues to this day. Hey, that we have received the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? If we having some technical difficulties. We have the grace and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who has allowed us to wake up to this truth. Okay? Hey, to withstand the wiles of this devil, right? As it is right now. Okay, but without him, hey, Israel wouldn't have a chance. All right? The other one I had, I lost it.
Second Peter 3 and 9. Yahweh Shimei Shai is no slight concerning his promise, as some men count slackness.
It's not slack. It's promise to give this kingdom and to destroy the world, take out the devil from power.
But is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Right. Most High wants you to repent. Right. He wants 2/3 of Israel, and the entirety of Israel to repent, come into this truth. But he knows that that's not going to happen. Why? Because our people are stubborn, hard-hearted, all right, hard-headed, all right. The axe knows his master, and the axe is master's friend, all right. But Israel does not consider that Yahweh Shimei Shai is the true power. Okay. That this Bible is the living water that you need for that thirst you can't quench. All right. That this Bible is real and it's for you. You think it's been manipulated and destroyed by the white man? Well, how powerful would Yahweh be if he let the basis of man, all right, completely destroy his word? All right. But he has ultimate control of all things. He just waited for the right person to bring out his content and unleash that understanding, right? So we can make it out of here. Everything has an appointed time. Wait for it.
I got a free book of Amos, chapter 5, starting at verse 6, and it reads, Seek Yahweh, and ye shall live, lest he break out like a fire in the house of Joseph, and devour it, and there be none to quench it in Bethel. Yea, who turned judgment into wormwood, and leave off righteousness in the earth. Seek him that maketh the seven stars, and orange, and turneth the shadow of death into the morning, and maketh the day dark with night, and call for the water and the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. Yahweh is his name.
Shadow of death is going to be a place of mourning. Right? America. All right, it's going to be a place of mourning. All right. And all these dry bones in this valley, all right, hey, they gonna crumble. All right, here if they don't come out of those false ways. All right.
There's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who, hey, just like
They're
in
gonna be disintegrated. They're not gonna crumble. They're gonna be disintegrated.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said, hey, you're thinking crumbling because you're doing that Terminator 2 when he stepped on the head.
Yeah, when he's driving through in the beginning.
Yeah.
The tank is,
Yeah.
rolling over all the stones.
Yeah, that's what it's like. But it is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Hey, he said he would do this very thing. All right. Hey, he's going to take down this place. He's going to take down America. All right. First and foremost, for all the continuous atrocities and abominations that are being shown. All right, that are continuing to be the affliction, the continuing of his affliction of his people, his words, hey, in his land. Okay. Even Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to turn this place into a desert paradise for the unclean creatures. All right? There's still an order and a balance unto everything. All right? That most of you don't understand. All right? But that the 1/3 of the nation of Israel understands the will and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? Hey, and he said, seek him. All right? He said for Israel to seek him. All right? You should not have to suffer death if you would but seek after him. Okay, and hey, get the understanding while it's here. With all thy understanding, get wisdom. Yeah, God, it's like with all thy wisdom, get understanding and knowledge. All right, so that you may withstand the wiles of the devil. All right.
Talks about 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
The ICBM is that big boom. All right. It wasn't how the world was. That big bang wasn't how the world created, but it's gonna be how this world ends.
Gosh.
You know.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up.
Right. Thermonuclear fire is the best cleansing agent, all right, on this world, all right, on this planet. Okay. And this is going to be, simultaneous to the end time prophecy. This is seeing the major player, of that MOTP that we are, set, and appointed and directed by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, and the true leaders of Israel right now. All right, who are blessed with the understanding through the Holy Spirit and the unction. All right, if the MOTP is RFID, CHIP. All right, we got to talk to code because it's a sensitive topic. All right, and they'll play any, type of red flag on these platforms. All right, whatever they could put it under. All right, just to take the video down. All right, just to try to prolong. All right, our people from knowing what it truly is when Neuralink trials is out, human trials is out. We'll clarify that.
Wally Martin.
Synchron, these big corporate companies are all
Blackstones.
Going into this new age technology. All right, this new age, this it's going to be the biggest selling item. All right, it's going to be bigger than the metaverse because everything is going to coincide. Right, this is the platform. The MOTP is the platform for and the device that's going to be used for this
Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed.
Right. So Rome 2.0 America. Okay. Christian knows that one great has power to bring the image of the beast is not just a worship. All right. The image of the beast is this entire beast system, which includes the Catholic Church.
Right.
All right. Right. The government, the unseen powers. Okay. The MOTB. All right.
Mentality of this beast.
Right. The Western philosophy that our people live by. Okay. The indoctrination. Right. These Christian churches.
Right. The wiles of the steppe.
Right. Those are all swords. All right.
Hey, because you don't just have one sword.
It's
All right.
Popeye's chicken.
Hey, you don't just have a katana blade. All right.
Except the chicken.
How many swords do you got? All right. There's so many different types of weaponry as this devil has.
GMO.
All right.
Music.
GMO, music, shoes, food, here.
You don't see as much of it now, but when phone posits were high, when days were, still kind of limited to get, hey, you had to wait in that line to go get those Space Jam 11s on Christmas. Hey, you would walk to your car and you might get blasted.
Yeah.
All right.
Any
You might kill somebody for Popeye's chicken sandwich. I think at least every state had one death, for that damn chicken sandwich. And then, we're gonna just bring it back.
Hey, and then
Now
it's the chicken.
Now it's a state for Popeye's that meat.
Hey, now it's in the movies.
Right.
Clown and Tyrone. They put it in the chicken. They put it in front of your face, bro. Undercover brother. Yeah. And it's always there. They keep on doing it.
They always had
Right. Jerry.
Making you try to turn your reality to a false one. All right, hey, you ever try to live like bad girls club? All right, now they got a bad boys club. Fucking what's the bad Orlando. Man, that's how you know how the Bush story bad girls club. Now you got bad boys, like how they had Flavor of Love, and then after they had I Love New York.
Hey, he was balling. They balling. They got the ABC dude, ABCD dude on there, right? Like, trying to roll everything over. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get up. Hey, but the funny thing is, at the same time, he is one of the most, even though he's so feminine, he's one of the most masculine on there. The ABC. You know, I seen like, I only seen a couple.
I never watched. I just saw some of that.
Yeah, I only seen a couple of clips.
And then he ran up on him.
Oh, he was a monk? I didn't know. I seen that clip.
He looked at him and walked off.
Yeah, them be the
Brad is no taller than that right there. That's how tall he is. Personally met, but he's not who you say.
all that shit is most.
The majority of the people in Southern State.
Hey,
Oh yeah, it's all printing. They all doing it to
it's
sell
all
the
an
show.
illusion.
They all doing it to sell the show. Hey, it's just like these celebrities, man. You go to like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj.
Yep.
They don't live like that.
Hey, they all married.
Nicki Minaj is just doing she was on one. She'll tell somebody else that she ain't gonna expose herself. Hey, talking about future. Hey, so I don't be doing all them drugs like stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you started
They started it.
down there the forefront.
Right.
Molly
All that.
Perkins.
Right. Because hey, he's an actor. All right. All these people are actors. They get paid. Right. They all get paid. They all get paid to push this agenda. All right. Whether some of them do it or not. Okay. Even if they do it, hey, they still do it in wickedness and feeding it to their people.
It says the leaders of my people shall cause leave the air.
God.
All right, well, they're going to lead you into the story, the same OTP. They're going to take you.
Right.
They will be destroyed because of it. But they're going to be, you know, hey, look at Barbie got a
Right. Hey, this is all part of that program.
Hello Kitty got some rights.
All right, go ahead. Let's get that.
That wasn't
Revelation 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in the right hand or in the forehead.
right. That's where it's going to go. All right, they're going to make it a point to drop it in right behind your forehead, you know, through your brand. Seen it, you know, drop
Neuralink.
right here. That's the Neuralink, you know, or whatever, you know, other platform they call it, or whatever brand they choose to put on it. Whoever else comes out, all right, or they gonna put it in your hand. Seen the accounts of that, all right, already. Go look at people in what's that, Sweden.
Right. Hey, shit.
They
Look at
said how many people already got it? 50,000. All right, it's gonna keep on rolling. All right, it's gonna go 50,000. In a couple months, it'll be 100,000.
He gonna crash.
Right. He gonna crash. But it's gonna go from 100,000 to quarter million to $500,000. All right, then it's gonna explode. All right, but the elect gonna stand true and not take it.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that has a charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
All right, so unless you have this digital implant, all right, this is Grant of Rights, which is going to be the new QR code, the new purchasing system, your new debit card, your new health card, you know, ID, every form or every it's going to be your whole bio in a Grant of Rights, all right. And if you don't take you, you're going to be exiled, all right, and you're going to be chased out from all these stores.
It's gonna be like demolition.
They shutting down paper money. All right, these goods aren't going to be available to you unless you have this device. All right, that's the world that we're coming into. All right, it's new age.
Hey, if you get caught, hey, without it, know that there's an internment camp.
Right.
Okay.
They're gonna have a special place.
FEMA place.
FEMA camp. Okay.
Guillotine.
Guillotine. All right. This is gonna be that persecution. They're gonna come down. You know, with those who have. There'll be a great insurrection. You know, those that fear the Lord. All right. Insurrection means they're gonna take you up out of where you live. All right. They're gonna throw you in one of these places.
They throw you in one of these
and try
places.
to make you, come over to the dark side.
Right.
They're gonna try to make you bow down to Esau.
Cash you, and hey, and some they'll just cast in the street. They want to watch you pine away.
Or they're gonna show you and make you example. You know, this is what happens when you don't follow Big Daddy Esau.
Right.
Bow or hang. You know.
Yep.
Make you in front of you. Hey, you might have a public gift.
Right. Hey, they're gonna make it. Oh man, what is that one movie? Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah.
Right. It's in Hot Tub Time Machine and another movie. They got it in Star Trek. Hot Tub Time Machine, the second. That was in Star Trek, but that was in Hot Tub. They did the guillotine too. Right? Hey, you had to pick certain things, or you get the guillotine or whatever. The only way you can get out of it is by bowing down to the system, performing a certain act. and everything. So that's when he was like, you know, you just gonna be you, right? Hey, that's how we gonna get out of it. All right, hey, that's all wickedness. All right, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Lord willing, it's been head upon again. All right. Confess these again. Give all honor, glory, and praise.
How by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakapadas.
Hey, double honors for Apostle Danilo, Greg Hilltown, the Truth Crowd, Shalom to the Lucas Israel. Hey, I say,
Come here, Shalom. Wow, ball.